Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 11, day 5. It is Friday, March 17th, 2017. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge of the market, see what was going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, happy St. Patrick's Day to all traders out there. Apologies after 2 daily trend videos and realizing that I had a glitch in the volume. Never seemed to have put the microphone button on. Had to scrap those videos, so we'll go ahead and do a real quick review here. Starting from Wednesday, just a couple highlighted charts. Roll into Thursday here as National Panda Day with the pullback here on Thursday. And to finish out the week, Quad Witch. That's right, Quad Witching Day. I didn't put my little witch there today. Give it up to St. Patrick's Day. All right, so a couple key events this week, and really was about the FOMC. Coming out with their announcement on Wednesday, debt limit on Thursday, a couple other loaded up sessions here with Red Star events as we roll out the quarter today on Quad Witching. Thinking that the market might have been a little bit more erratic today, and not that it was smooth, very quiet session, but let's just go ahead quickly jump back to Wednesday. I know I'm not going to go through the whole review, but I just want to go ahead and give a big picture to this session. Really, it was about the FOMC on Wednesday, and besides the gold, it was the gold, really the trend mover on the MML charts off the lows to the highs, but the HA bars pushing up to the monthly VWAP from one VWAP to another. Really nice trend on the HA bars. Heiken Ashi bars, solid body tails up. As you can see here, we've added just for observation only, no strategy, but level to watch, the average daily range, both the high and the low. Here you can see what formerly was resistance here now became support. Great example as price pushed upside to the VWAP, and that was about it for the gold. So overall session, once the FOMC results came out, it was a little bit choppy. There it was, 2 o'clock. You'd see the majority of the session here was quiet prior. A little bit shaky there at first. You can see the time zone there with all the bars. So you let price action run up, pretty much finishing upside. So once things settled a little bit, the press conference came out. We still held upside. 51.44 above the VWAPs gave us the overall trend to the upside for today, and for that Wednesday, giving a nice rise on the market profile. All right, so that was Wednesday's market. Rolling into Thursday, it was a pullback Thursday, but you would have never known that after the Globex session, plus the London Open was on the rise as the market came into play in the morning. Again, pretty much 100% long up there as the shadow trader there, using his comments on this chart. Again, all the source and credentials to him every morning, posting that about 30 minutes to 15 minutes prior to the market open. So there it was overnight inventory, not completely, but 100% long. You would have thought that that's where we were headed. Well, that's not exactly what happened. ES again pulling back, but it was a very rocky start as price action pulled downside. Again, it was that kind of session where, you know, everything looked great. It was that kind of session where you would have said in hindsight, wow, look at that great trend down. But some long tails, trade management just didn't make it that way as the NQ rolled down as well. Nice picture on the NQ all the way down, but these deep pullbacks by trade management alone, you get in, you get a contract off, and bang, you're taken out, so you get back in. So it took almost 4 or 5 setups to the downside. But I want to go ahead and point out the NQ on Thursday session to appreciate the average daily range low. Check it out here. After that nice move down here, the average daily range low kept right there to the T. Nice move, 51.44, but pretty much the rest of the session just chopped it out. So ES finishing quietly after you thought 100% net log. Well, we pretty much finished to the downside. All right, so let's jump in as a Friday session. Friday session, we were looking at pre-market as we do each day. Pre-market trend about 15 minutes prior to the market open. Daily outlook, we're looking for, always checking out Ken Polcari's Morning Thoughts, give you a good macro view. Shout out, just because it's on my head right now, if you're looking for the macro view for the week, check out jasonkelly.com right here at the Kelly Letter. Kelly Letter or jasonkelly.com. But again, I'll recap that there at the end. But as we roll each day, econ highlights, that's pretty much it. We're looking at quad witch consumer sentiment. Actually, we had an industrial number today as well. Pointed out here a little bit. VIX was down. So screen share on a quad witch, there it was. We were already slightly in an uptrend after, I just call it a chop. Here we were. Globex session down, back upside pre-market. So we're pretty much choppy flat. It was all about the yen today, guys. I'll show you that chart here in a moment. But pre-market screen share all across the board. The only thing trending downside was the 6E, and upside was the yen. Again, we had a contract rollover on the crude as well. All right. To the upside, we were looking at 54.30. So NQ not getting up to any major highs up there. It was the NQ upside, 54.30, 39.44. We didn't go up there, but definitely downside 10.90 and 80. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pre-market. There it was. We had both. The probability at this point was price action might lift, but again, we pretty much pulled back a little bit today, but pretty much stayed in the chop. 15-minute chart was our best source for today's action. NPO TPO pre-market was pretty much balanced profile, hanging out at the highs. Taking a look at the ES, is price action, short-term pick and market profile. Down here, upside, we're looking at 83.90, almost 2,400. Nope, not going to ring that bell today. 75, 59, and 44 to the downside is what we're looking at. ES, here we go. 78.91, 75 was the low of the session. Nice move, back down, support off the major support resistance today. And 15-minute chart, we'll look at that MML here in a moment. ESO TPO pre-market, there it was, pretty much balanced profile. Again, let me pull up the Shadow Trader pre-market analysis. Love to look at that each morning. Take his comments, put it on my own chart, make some sense out of it. So again, the source and all credentials go to him as he posted that each morning. So make sure you check that out. But overall, we were 100%, not 100%, we were pretty much balanced profile overnight. We got your overnight highs, 45-degree angle he was mentioning from the regular trading hour low. But overnight, little change, completely inside of yesterday's range, which made a little bit challenging today. All right, so overall, today trading session, there it was. Indices, quad witching day, low volume, grinding market pretty much. Balanced profile all around. Check it out on the ES. Yep, there we go. Nice binding, nice balanced profile here as the market hung really between the daily gap and the VPOC from yesterday's session. Core sector list, majority in the red, so not going up too high. VIX closing out a little bit to the upside. There we are, economic highlights with industrial production improving. So economics looking good. Snap! Finally dropping under that 20. Almost got down to 18, I believe, today, and closed out around 19. And then kind of went unnoticed. 1.3 billion shares of Apple sold. So really, today, economics highways besides quad witching for this Friday, St. Patrick's Day. It was the German Prime Minister Merkel was here to meet with POTUS Trump in the press conference that followed through that the market seemed to have been waiting for. All right, key charts today, not much other than the yen. Yen was the trending market there today. Solid Heikin-Ashi bars above the cloud, above the VWAP. Again, strategy is simple. It's a matter of trade management. The trade management to keep you in. The farther back you keep your stop on these pullbacks, the safer you'll be, but you just never know when the market will come all the way back. So you keep the same trade management. If you get stopped out, you look for the reentry, and hopefully you get it to run away. And from the MML low to the MML high. Very nice move on the 6J, the yen today. Big picture on the indices today was pretty much the V reversal. There it was, upside Globex high, but right back down to Globex. So very range bound. Today, that's where we got our balanced profile today. That's it for highlights on the charts. Not much to say other than YM opening upside 924, pulls back to 861, so we're back under the 800s. Price action pulls back to the just above the VWAP here, back up to VWAP. Price action so did give you a little bit of trend below the cloud here. If you took the additional entry, good for you. Came off the highs, the MML levels, even better. But there's your first best move, second best move up here above the cloud with all in the green, and third best move on the YM today. Taking a look at the NQ again, rough start to the AM. Price action just slow, and then finally moving here. Look at the mid-session European close here, not getting far here. Again, don't forget European market still on daylight savings, not on daylight saving time, so the market closing a little bit later in the mid-session. So we get a little crunch out here, but PM session, a little extension up there, and then so this whole move here took almost 3 hours, and bang, less than an hour, we're already downside to close it out here at the close. Price action pushes up to the cloud and finishes out on the NQ. So again, opening price 17 down to 08. Taking a look at the ES full session, there it was, price action. Nice move here to set up. Better move down here. We're watching the close. Also, we're dealing with Globex high, Globex low in here. Price action lift up here in the green, and then price action downside again, a little far extended beyond the setup. You might have just let the PM session go and say, let this quad session run itself out. NQ on the TPO, again, very nice balanced profile. We're sitting between Globex high and Globex low today. ES, very much same picture. There it was, 79.50 and 75. So therefore, our overall market analysis by Shadow Trade this morning giving us pretty much a balanced profile there. All right, let's go ahead and jump on the charts here. Let's take a look at let's go ahead and take a look at the daily gap here. Upside all-time highs again, 54, 31, 50, 161, and 01. Up here, and we just didn't manage to get back up there. As here you have the weekly opening price. Actually, YM finishing slightly downside, but no open gaps to mention here. Major open gap down 646, so we're pretty clear over there. AD lines, again, we saw this morning. I noticed on the NQ, especially after hitting that move upside. There it is, 75. So remember the NQ, right? NQ this morning, full session picks. Here we go. We lift upside at the beginning. That doesn't mean we can't push up again. It just reveals the fact that the AD line just didn't have the momentum to reach up any higher above 75. And here we go. That was that next move up. So once you got this move up here, retest and poke back up again and couldn't push up, good time to bail on that move. Let me show that to you again. So here you go. Price action on the AD line is lifting, and bang, you get a retest and just won't go anymore. Time to bail up here and let it go. And that was a great move on the exit after a slow grinding session. So there it is, right there on the AD line. Same picture on the ES. Coming down, finishing out at flat. Why I'm not much to speak of. That's what I'm talking about. Slow grinding session, really not moving. Day trading, we're not looking for those slow moves. We're looking for the momentum, and it just wasn't there today. Slow grinding day. All right, let's take a look at the key charts again. I mentioned here before, it was a lot about the Globex high, Globex low. There it is, marked on the chart. Globex high, Globex low. Range bound. So there was that second move. Nice move upside on the NQ mid-session and bail. Globex high, AD line, you're out. If you decide to jump in here, maybe get a scalp or two. That was nice, but there it is. Choppy session on a St. Patrick's Day. All right, let's take a look at the other charts. Again, crude, not much to speak of. New contract here into the K7. Price action lifting up here. We'll follow through crude as we hold in the just under 50.49s. Again, not much to talk about on gold. Chops it out today. We'll see how that follows through next week. Globex high, Globex low. Not much to speak of when it came to price action today. Again, we mentioned the yen. Beautiful move to the upside. And the euro, just the opposite. Sweet, clean move. Globex high down. There was the move of the session pre-market. Again, possible re-entry or management downside. Leave it alone. Don't go for the longs. Go for the shorts. When you got most of the majority of charts in the red, 51.44 is holding underneath the VWAP, not getting very far. And there's your next move down. Close it out and complete the day. Hey guys, let's just take a quick look how we looked on the MMLs today. Again, price action, if you remember from the pre-market, let's go ahead and pull that chart up. Pre-market, again, major support resistance was 54.19, right? So you got 54.19 major support resistance, ended up becoming upper resistance up here, and 54.10 became support, as we see down here. So a little bit of shift here as price progressed forward. But again, one of my better options is to continue to watch the higher time frame chart where the levels don't change as much. And so we held pretty much in today's session around major support resistance. All right, taking a look at the YM. YM again, price action from one level to another. MMLs, you could have done pretty good on the MMLs if that's how you traded off the levels, back upside, back downside. So just a whip wash over here as we held between resistance and major support resistance. And looking on the ES, there it was. Price action, let's go to that pre-market pick that we saw here. There it was, 27.38.91. Major support resistance, 23.75. So we didn't waver on that. Price action really not being able to get up to resistance here today. So we bounced in between and off the MML low, back up to major support resistance. You're stopped out. Maybe you took the reversal. Either way, the HA bars were there to keep you in the trend on both directions. Major support resistance, no change here on the bigger picture. All right, Jedi traders, make sure you check out that Kelly letter, Jason Kelly, for the long-term market view. Again, there are a lot of contributing writers out there at See It Market, Top Step Trader. The list goes on, but those are some of my faves. And then make sure you check out the Technical Momentum Outlook for Week 12 here posted over the weekend. And my Week 11 recap that will point out some of the highlights from each of the days, including the video. Remember, Happy Pi Day there on Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday, no video as technical difficulties eluding us here at TradingFibs.com. All right, guys, that concludes an insight into the daily trend, technical momentum of the indices and key futures markets. Feel free to stop by at TradingFibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra, one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at TradingFibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only watch what's in front of me and on my charts, and as always, leave your bias at the door when trading. For those of you who are interested in joining us in our community of like-minded traders seeking those highest probability setups, feel free to email me, David at TradingFibs.com. You may join us any Thursday or Friday to view the live chart setups as they happen in the trading day. Don't forget, check out the Technical Momentum Outlook for the week. I'll go ahead over the bigger time frames, what levels to look for on the Globex Sunday night as we roll into Monday. Economics, really for next week, it's all about more Federal Reserve speakers as we get into March, but it'll be nice to know that we're back into some unification. We're all playing in the same box next week, sandbox in the futures market indices. Boy, what a market it has been. Boy, what a first quarter. More to come, guys. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day. Wherever you may be, good day, good night. Have a great weekend, and good trading to you.